Another week, another trading cycles video. We are now in week 37 of the year 2023. Before we continue here, I'd like to remind you that you should keep in mind that we do not provide financial advice. All the content that we share is intended for educational purposes only, and always trade the price and not the prediction. My name is Eric, and I'm here as always with Urmas. How are you doing, Urmas?
I'm doing very good. Thank you very much for asking. I hope everyone else as well. So another week has passed indeed, and very quickly time flies. Yeah. So let's have a look what has happened on the markets then. S&P 500 first, and what do we see? We see that we had some decline there during the week, which obviously wasn't too bad, but still it was kind of in accordance, but a bit early. And now, seasonally, we thought it's going to be a bit stronger week, and that's why we had our prediction here adjusted accordingly, although it didn't happen. So maybe we'll have a closer look now what really happened on the markets on the last week. Yeah? So that was our seasonal prediction, and we thought it's gonna rise still, which didn't quite happen. So actually price fell, and it stabilized on the second half of the week, and same was for Qs. So they were quite similar predictions. Now, obviously, a 50-day moving average of broad market has now touched that 30% area again. So as we can see, very closely touching it, but not falling through yet. Okay. Sector rotation is still kind of in interesting phase. So basically, there's nothing in the leaders sector, and communication has turned a bit higher, and industrials has turned down a bit. So otherwise, everything else is moving clockwise at the moment. Yeah. So maybe these ones are quite interesting to follow what's gonna happen. Now, fear and greed has moved from greed to neutral zone again. And astrologically, what we have next week. So I think Friday will be quite important day. So the Mercury will turn back direct. It's been retrograde now for 2 weeks, and that's going to be the third week. And there will be a new moon as well on the same day. So usually when we got a cluster of events coming up, then it's quite important for markets as well. So something to keep an eye on, and there might be quite strong turning points coming up. Now, seasonally, we are still in the negative territory, so nothing has changed. And our decade cycle has also signaled that there will be some decline, but there's still some rising markets ahead, according to that. VIX index is still in the danger zone here, but nothing really has happened. We will have a look there in a moment. And now next week's seasonal prediction then. So basically for spiders, it is now quite positive still. And statistically, we have seen 9 years out of 12 years rising prices on this week. And for Qs, even more, 10 out of 12 years, the prices have been rising. Obviously, if you look back the last 12 years, obviously it was very, very strong market for that decade anyway, and even more. So that's why the statistics are saying what they're saying, yeah. But there is some truth to it still. So seasonally, we will possibly see decline after next week, yeah, basically. So it is the last strong week now before the September weakness, so to say. Yeah? And although there are some things to bear in mind, that some people say that obviously when we have seen a strong market through August and August falling, they say that there is a good chance that the year will be still quite positive, and the last quarter will be very strong as well. So that's something to bear in mind. Obviously, we are dealing with probabilities always. There is no certainty anyway, but probabilities are still saying that last quarter should be quite strong. But there are some other factors always in play, so we need to keep an eye on these always. Yeah, can't lose the sight on these. Yeah, so we need to follow the price, as we always say. Yeah, so if price is telling us otherwise, we shouldn't get stuck in our ideas. Yeah, basically.
Exactly.
Now, last week we had GDP numbers coming up in euro area, and they were quite weak, as I was thinking there, that they can't show any strong signs there at the moment, and they're possibly going to see some negative territory in the future as well. So at the moment they're slightly above zero now. And next week we will see some inflation numbers from US, and also there's ECB interest rate decision coming up on Thursday, the 14th. So these are the main things to keep an eye on, what might move the markets now. All right, so let's have a look on other markets as well. So as we said, the prediction is still for the next week for S&P at least, and US markets, equity markets, prices to be rising. Now gold has seen some declines now. Last week, since the last turning point, which was on the 1st of September, it was quite precise here. So prices were falling, and there is new bullish period coming up, so that's something to keep an eye on as well. So on Wednesday the 13th it starts, yeah, and that's another turning point coming up there. And Bitcoin is still in negative territory, so there's no news, although people are trying to hype it up, but yeah, not much is going on. As we said last week, there are some decisions that have been postponed until October in regards to those ETFs, and obviously that's not good for Bitcoin market at the moment. The uncertainty is holding it back. Now I wanted to have a look at the VIX as well. So VIX index is still in quite low numbers here, so yeah, nothing is going on, as I said. Yeah. All right, so that's about it basically for the week. So let's have a look how it's gonna play out, and we'll have a discussion again next week at some point. Yeah. All right,
perfect. Thank you very much, Umas, as always, and thank you for watching and listening. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you get notified when we upload next. Also, click the like button just so you can let us know that you're watching and you enjoy the content that we share. And if you have any questions or recommendations, that's what the comment section is for. Just leave your comment there, and we'll try and get back to you. But that's it from me. Comment, like, and subscribe, like I said. Also, share the video if you feel like this content is useful and you would like to share it with someone. But yeah, that's it from me, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Have a good week, yeah, as always.